The verbal section of the GAT test assesses logical thinking, analysis, and relationship skills. It also evaluates your comprehension and understanding of English. These abilities are typically developed through education and life experiences. There are different types of verbal questions. Analogy questions ask you to choose the pair of words that best represents the relationship between a given pair. Odd word out questions require identifying the word that doesn't belong in a group. Sentence completion questions ask you to fill in a blank with the best word or phrase. Contextual error tasks involve identifying an illogical underlined word in a sentence. Finally, reading comprehension requires answering questions based on various passages. Let's look at types of analogies, starting with part to whole and whole to part relationships. Examples include trunk to branch, foot to toe, and mouse to computer. Another type is type and category. Examples show items that belong to the same category, such as apple and orange being fruits, or bed, armchair, rug, and sofa being furniture. Other examples include different categories of animals and languages. Further examples of type and category include kangaroo and koala as marsupials, cat and tiger as feline, and human and camel as mammals. We also see cities or capitals like Riyadh, Cairo, and Damascus. Next, we have the degree of intensity. These analogies show a relationship between words where one is a stronger version of the other. For example, immense is a high degree of good, and scorching is a high degree of hot. Definition, meaning, or synonyms are another type of analogy. Here, the words share a similar meaning, such as small and tiny, strong and powerful, or trip and journey. More synonym examples include move and relocate, discuss and argue or debate, and costly and expensive. Emotions and expressions analogies link an action or expression to a corresponding feeling. For instance, a laugh expresses happy, and a frown expresses angry. Metaphor and symbolism connect objects to the abstract ideas they represent, like a lion symbolizing bravery, or a dove symbolizing peace. The places/people category links a location to the people found there, such as school to teacher or court to judge. Antonyms describe a relationship where the words have opposite meanings. Examples include approve and deny, hot and cold, win and lose, and friends and enemies. Additional antonym pairs include attract and repel, general and specific, and brave and coward. Functions, purposes, uses, or provides relate an object to its intended action or benefit. A stove is for cooking, a knife is for cutting, and money is used to buy. Other analogy types include the first producing the second, like bees producing honey, and cow producing milk. Conversely, the second can be formed by the first, such as, quote, sand forming a dune. Object and place analogies link an item to where it is typically stored or found. Money is kept in a bank or wallet, and ideas are associated with the brain. Another relationship is that the first needs the second, or vice versa. A shirt needs buttons, a wound needs stitches, and hair needs a trim. Covering analogies pair an item with what covers it, such as a floor needing a rug, or a window needing curtains. Sequence analogies show order, like January then February, or A then B. First, incedent relationships show a progression or increasing intensity of an action. For example, crawl precedes walk, which precedes run. Also, speak precedes shout, and smile precedes laugh. Group names link an individual or object to the collective noun for a group of them. A group of horses is a herd, and fish gather in a school. Characteristics or properties define attributes, such as color having hue or light having intensity. Cause and effect shows how one event leads to another, like an accident causing damage or a virus causing illness. Doctor/specialists and treatments relate a specialist to their area of focus. An sight/eyes, while a cardiologist focuses on the heart and blood vessels. Sounds analogies connect an animal or object to the noise it makes. A lion roars, a snake hisses, and leaves make a rustling sound. Professions and tools relate an occupation to the instruments used in that job. A doctor uses a stethoscope, and a carpenter uses a saw or hammer. Dwelling names match animals to their homes. A lion lives in a den, a bird in a nest, and bees in a hive. Adult and young analogies pair an adult animal or plant with its offspring. A cow has a calf. A cat has a kitten, and a plant starts as a seedling. Additional adult and young examples include a horse and colt, or a kangaroo and joey. Object origin connects a finished product to the material from which it is made, such as glass, originating from sand, or bread from flour. To master analogy questions, practice regularly, become familiar with the test format, and understand the relationship between the words. Analyze the choices to find the pair with the same relationship as the original. For example, consider the pair car to road. The relationship is that the car drives on the road. Now, you must look for the answer choice that has the same relationship. In the options, fast, slow are antonyms. Vehicle mechanic is a person to object relationship. Pen, ruler are both stationary. Train track shares the same relationship. The train rides on the track. Thus, train track is the correct answer. A crucial tip is to consider the direction of the relationship. For the pair finger hand, the relationship is part to whole. When evaluating options, ensure they follow the same direction. Toe foot maintains the part to whole relationship, while face nose reverses it to whole to part. If you find multiple options with similar relationships, look for an additional distinction. Happy, sad are antonyms describing feelings, specifically positive to negative. Other antonym pairs like dark, light, or small, big may not share the additional context or direction. Finally, if you struggle to identify the relationship, try exploring alternative meanings for the two words. For example, a pen can refer to the dwelling of a hen, or story can mean a building floor.